Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to Stylam Industries fourth quarter FY23 earnings conference call hosted by Systematix Institutional Equities. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode, and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during the conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star then 0 on your touch-tone phone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. I now hand the conference over to Mr. Ashish Podar from Systematix Institutional Equities. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Zico. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Ashish Podar from Systematix. It is pleasure to host the management of Stylam Industries. From the management, we have Mr. Jagdish Gupta, the Managing Director, and Mr. Kishan Nagpal, the Chief Financial Officer. The results and investor presentation is uploaded on the BSE exchange, so you would have got chance to look at it. So without delay, we'll straight away go to the Q&A session. Zico, you can start.
Thank you very much. We will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 on their touch-tone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles.
Hello.
Our first question is from the line of Manoj Baheti from Carnelian Capital. Please go ahead.
Hi, Jagdish ji.
Hello.
Good afternoon, sir. How are you?
Good afternoon. Good.
Sir, just if you can give us some update on our solid acrylic surfaces.
Sorry?
Hello.
Yes.
Sir, if you can give update on our acrylic surface business, how the ramp up is happening, how you are seeing the capacity utilization going forward, and outlook for the same over next 2-3 years. Basically, sir, I wanted to understand that how successful we are in terms of displacing imports. What are the early signs, early feedback on this?
Manoj ji, as I mention every time, this same type of questions. We are doing our best in acrylic also. Like you see, it is first plant in India. There are so many teething problems. Even if I go through our old laminates business, it took so many years for us, 15-20 years, to get being a first generation plant. Acrylic plant is also now start doing excellent. Even in last month, we have a turnover more than 4 crore.
Okay.
Domestically also it is increasing day by day. Export market, we are starting with many countries, new inquiries. We have a exhibition on Tuesday onward in Germany. Very good stand for acrylic as well as XPL. So this you will see next quarter. Figures will totally change. And very good future.
Okay.
100% substitute. We are also this all Korean are dumping acrylic in India on subsidized. We are trying our best. We already filed an application with the government for anti-dumping and safeguard duty on this also. We are quite hopeful that they will do our request, accept our request. So it is doing good. We are not doing in a good way.
Okay. And sir, how is the feedback on quality as well as how is the ramp up?
Excellent. Now you can ask the market now 100% like your Korean quality.
No, sir, I was getting definitely a good feedback when I was chatting with the market. And how we are scaling up our distribution network on this, And basically, like, how we are targeting domestic market as well as export. If you can give some color on guidance, what are your aspiration on this business over next 2-3 years?
You see, we distributor already, we have many like warehouses, C&F, we already put. And sales, when you can understand, sale is increasing. Now, export, USA, Israel, Philippines, Singapore, Taiwan. We already, every month, 1 or 2 new customer. When container will go to them, they will satisfy, their reputation will come. Same thing happened with us in HPL 15 years back when we started in export. But we are in a good direction. You can understand overall data.
Right. Any aspiration, any guidance would you like to share at this stage for next 2-3 years, sir, for this business?
No, 2-3 years we are doing good. For this reason, we go for a new machine which was installed last quarter.
Okay.
For this reason, if we are thinking that their market is so big, for this reason, we ordered this, we installed a new machine.
Okay. That's interesting, sir. Sir,
but this is,
yes, sir, carry on, sir. Carry on, you are saying something.
No, but there is no danger, nothing, no problem. It will be definitely, you will see within 1 year, you are mentioning 1-2 years, you will see altogether changes.
Great, sir. Great. Good to hear that. And sir, second question on the laminate side, since large part of our revenues comes from export, so how you are seeing the global scenario? Are you seeing any challenges in terms of demand outlook?
No, I think we have no challenges. If you see, our volume is increasing in export. And every year you can see exactly more than 50% increase in turnover from the last year. But maybe something is good for someone, bad for someone. For us, we don't think there seems any problem at all.
Okay. And what is our current capacity utilization, sir? In laminates?
75 to 80%.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for taking my questions. I will come back in the queue.
Thank you. Our next question is from the line of Nikunj Doshi from Bay Capital. Please go ahead.
Hi, good afternoon. Just wanted some clarity on the capex plan. So what are we spending on this 150 crores over what period?
Yes.
Means what kind of capacity additions are we looking at?
You see, we have a land, we have already company. We are going for new sizes, new product, like value added product in the same field for export market, as well as small quantity maybe in domestic also.
And over what period we are going to spend this capex 150 crore in next 1 or over
99% within this year, hopefully.
Within this year only? Oh.
Yes.
And this will help our capacity to increase by what percentage?
Sorry?
What percentage of our capacity increase will happen because of this capex?
That is totally different product, of course, of HPL, but different value addition product, different sizes. So turnover will be minimum 500 crore from this.
Okay. So this 150 crore will help us in getting 500 crore turnover.
Yes.
Okay. Thanks.
Thank you. Our next question is from the line of Keshav Lahoti from HDFC Securities. Please go ahead.
Hello. Thank you for the opportunity. Sir, one bookkeeping question. What is the acrylic revenue in quarter 4?
Hello.
Mr. Keshav Lahoti, may we ask you to please speak up as we are unable to hear you.
Hello. Is my voice good? Hello.
Hello.
Am I audible?
Yes, please go ahead.
Yes.
Yeah. So what is the acrylic revenue in quarter 4?
Total 21 crore go
Approximately 9 crore.
Okay. And is it EBITDA break-even as of now?
Yes.
Okay. Got it. And the new laminates expansion which you are doing, so it will be primarily focused on export, or it's broadly the mix of revenue?
Mostly on export.
Okay. And what sort of guidance is there for the next year? What sort of volume growth you are looking at? Earlier you were guiding laminates margin will be back to 20% in quarter 1. Are we there?
No, everything is, hopefully everything will, you can see in the fourth quarter, there is, from the last year fourth quarter, there is almost more than 50% increase. We are quite hopeful that the figures are going domestically as well as export. Surely, which you are mentioning, we will be near to that, hopefully.
Thank you. Our next question is from the line of Nikhil Gada with Abacus AMC. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi. Thanks for the opportunity and congrats, sir, on great set of numbers. So my first question is, regarding the capacity plan. Firstly, sir, we were, going to do some brownfield expansion of close to 40% increase in capacity. So that is done?
No. That I mentioned, that is from in the existing plant only.
Yes,
that
sir,
is not a
is that
expansion.
capacity on board?
That is modernization of some machinery. That is ongoing process.
So, sir, let me ask it differently. So we had a capacity of 14.4 million sheets.
Sorry, interruption. Many times I mentioned you.
Yeah.
Capacity 14 million sheets. Capacity is always on if you go for value-wise.
Right.
14 million sheets, if we go for 0.6 mm, 7 mm, then it will be 40. If we compare with compact laminate and higher thickness, then it will go even maybe 9, 10 million only.
Mm-hmm.
So many times same question I am mentioning that
So
people as per balance sheet or as a product report they mentioning quantity, but otherwise figures in value figure will be more better to you for understanding.
So, sir, if you can, help me understand, so from your perspective, with the current capacity that we have in place, what is the total revenue potential we can achieve?
Yes, absolutely correct. Many times I told you that this plant in HPL only, not in acrylic or MDF or hot coating, it is between 12 to 1300 crore.
And this includes the 40%, you had mentioned.
Yes, 40%, yes, like now, correct.
Okay.
That is already going on.
No, so I understand that. So I understand. So now this 1300 crore potential.
Minimum, if there is a mixed match.
And this
like
500 crore from the
some commodity, some high value.
Understood. Got it, sir. And sir, secondly, on the margin front, we are seeing the raw material, correction, especially on the chemicals front. Are we passing it on in the market, or we are holding on to it, or we are able to hold on?
No, actually, you see, passing on market, first of all, there is no drastically decrease in prices of chemicals. Not drastically. It is coming, if it increase by 50% and they decrease by 20, 25, 30%, you cannot say it is the same level, number one. Number two, when the prices increase so much, we have not increased the prices same. We could not put on our customer same prices. So there is, at the moment, domestically, of course, people are forcing to reduce. But export market, pressure is there, but no much pressure. Because everybody knows that we have maybe increased 5-10% maximum, whereas raw material increase at that time 40-50%. So not, I think you understand what I mean.
Yeah, I understood. Got it, sir. And sir, just couple of more questions. So for specifically for FY23, can you give the geographical mix of our exports business based on FY23 numbers?
साल चल रहे थे
After 23, you know? Hello?
Yes, for FY23.
No, same thing is going on, same domestic versus which we are more focusing on domestic.
No,
so we are hopeful that the figure will little bit change. Like now, if now we are doing 70-30, 65-35, like 2/3, 1/3. So we are hopeful that it will be 60-40 in future.
Sir, I get that. For export, specifically for export, I am asking the breakup, which we used to do 40-45% Europe, and I think.
Okay. No, everywhere your sale increasing. Everywhere. Europe people say every time there is a recession, but we have not seen any recession. In our HPL, maybe in other product there can be recession.
Any new markets you would like to call out?
Yes. And now we have presence is everywhere almost going. So maybe small quantity, slowly we will increase more.
So how much would be US as of now?
US maybe 4-5% definitely total. If anything you need specifically, Mr. Nagpal will give you the exact figure. But now we are doing good in US also.
Okay, sir, fair enough. And sir, just lastly on this 150 crores, capex, are we going to do any raising any debt, or it will be through internal accruals completely?
I think no need for any debt. Most probably we will do it from our own.
On internal accruals, right?
Yes.
Okay, sir, got it. Thank you so much for answering all my questions. All the best.
Thank you.
So before we go to the next participant, I think he wanted to understand the current revenue potential is 1,300 crores without this 40 crore capex on the brownfield.
No. It is including that. That is already going on. Half we have already done. Maybe within 2-3 months. That is expansion in 40 crore means balancing of machinery.
Okay, so that includes that 1,300 crore potential is including that.
Yes.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Zico, you can go ahead.
Thank you. Our next question is from the line of Aditya Sharma from Birla AMC. Please go ahead.
Yeah, sir. Hi, thanks for the opportunity. Wanted to understand more about the expansion plan when we talk about this 150 crore of investment. Can you please help us understand what is the value-added product that we are trying to manufacture, and what is the end product demand? If you could just elaborate on the product front, it would be really helpful. Thank you.
No, you see, it is a very initial stage. The reason being, it is in different sizes. Market is a very big, maybe small, but there will not be many big players in international market. Only few. Different sizes, different thicknesses. So we are going for that, and there is a very big market in export market. Next quarter, next call, we will explain you everything.
Okay. Just wanted to understand. So, is this manufacturing setup completely different from our existing setup?
Different sizes by different, and we will go for fully. We will try to go for fully automation and everything. It will be most modern plant, better than our existing plant.
Got it. Hoping to get more details on this, sir, whenever
next
you.
Quarter, definitely.
Sure, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you. Our next question is from the line of Deepesh Kashyap from Invesco AMC. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi, sir. Thank you for taking my questions. So my question is again on capex. The 150 crore capex that you're doing, is it the same location? That 28 acres that you said it is empty right now, that is going to be used for this?
Voice is breaking. Could not understand.
So I'm saying this new capex is going to come at the same location in Panchkula or some other location you are...
Yes, same location. We have additional land. Already we have land, everything. The company is there. Stylam Panel Limited already registered. Everything is there.
Okay, same location. Got it. And sir, also, you said this 40 crore capex that you're going to do is going to happen this year, right?
No, it is already 50% is already spent.
50% is already spent, so around 20 crore will be spent in this year.
Only, maybe I mentioned 2-3 times, it is only modernization and upgradation of machinery and balancing of equipment.
No, I understand. I'm just looking at the numbers. So around 20 crore you're saying is pending, and you're going to spend 99% of 150 crore this year. So it comes to around 170 crore capex kind of you're looking for FY24, right? And if I look at your operating cash flow, it is 66 crore, right? So and you're also mentioning that you want to be net debt free. So just want to understand how this all adds up.
Operating cash flow तो कैसे निकला?
So आपका operating cash flow will be this year is around 66 crore, right?
95 crores का हमारा आपका PAT है, उसमें 20 crore का आप depreciation ऐड करेंगे, 115 crores का customer fee हमारा cash profit generate हो रहा है. So next year we are expecting much more.
Okay. I'll understand more it offline, sir. Or,
yeah. We are given such an idea कि most of the time we will try to cover it from the internal accrual.
अगर जरूरत पड़ी तो हम then we can take some part of loan also if need.
Got it. But one thing is clear, everything is going to happen in FY24, capex wise, sir. That is clear, right?
Yes, we are trying our best.
Understood. Secondly, sir, your excellent improvement in the working capital. So just want to understand, your receivable days has come down to around 48 days, right, from 66. So this is the lowest in your last 10 to 12 years of history, right? So anything you want to call out? Is there any structural improvement that you have seen, and any old receivables that were like pending for the last 2-3 years?
Yes, you're right. We are doing our best domestically. Our receivable is going down.
Right.
So we are trying our best. You will see next quarter. Maybe it is improving every day.
Okay.
It is a good sign or bad sign?
No, it was a very good sign. Okay, that's what I wanted to understand.
We are doing good.
No, sir, you're absolutely doing a good job. But sir, I wanted to understand the receivables which were under for 2 to 3 years that are pending, right? Around 15 crore.
No, already look, people are going to pay us. When the company is growing, brand name is established, people are...
It's already still to come, or it's already booked in the numbers? I just wanted to clarify that.
थोड़ा रह गए हैं 30-40% के आसपास रह गए हैं.
वो भी आते जा रहे हैं.
Okay, got it. And sir, also you're saying the new plant जो आप डालेंगे 150 crore capex, that is mainly for the export market. But you have also said in the previous calls that going forward your focus is also on the domestic market. So how it basically
domestic पूरा focus है. वो प्रोडक्ट जब आएंगे ना साइजेस दैट विल सेल इन डोमेस्टिक मार्केट आल्सो.
ओके. एंड सर लास्टली ऑन द रिसीवेबल डेज डोमेस्टिक और आपका एक्सपोर्ट में वर्किंग कैपिटल कुछ फर्क होगा, राइट? सो एनी डिटेरियोरेशन यू एक्सपेक्ट इन वर्किंग कैपिटल इफ द डोमेस्टिक रेशियो गोज अप?
डोमेस्टिक में क्या,
अगर डोमेस्टिक आपका रेशियो थोड़ा ऊपर जाता है मिक्स का, मतलब रेवेन्यू मिक्स, डू यू एक्सपेक्ट एनी डिटेरियोरेशन इन द वर्किंग कैपिटल साइकिल?
नहीं, देखो वर्किंग कैपिटल मैं आपको क्लियर बताऊं, we are buying everything on cash payment.
Okay.
There is no factor. There is still, we have inventory. We are going to reduce that inventory also if there is any need. Not much focusing. Then the sale is increasing. Your debtor is always increasing. Your expenses are decreasing. So I think everything is coming. Next year you will see, God willing, balance sheet will be more better. But I can say not more than this.
Great. Sir, last question, sir. Just wanted to understand your thoughts on the demand scenario, because you are investing in a big way according to your balance sheet in the laminate market. But when I look at your peers, right, the other bigger players, they are investing more towards the particle board. So they are not investing so much in laminate. So what is that you are seeing and they are not seeing? Is there any export market opportunity that you have figured out, or how is it?
देखो ऐसे है ना, वो पार्टिकल बोर्ड का जो भी क्वेश्चन करता है, यही सबका अपना अपना परसेप्शन है. हमने प्लाईवुड का किया पहले अनाउंस. प्लाईवुड का कोई आप जैसा कोई बहुत इंटेलिजेंट बंदा हमें गाइड करके गया, मे बी 90% ही विल बी आल्सो ऑन द लाइन. उन्होंने कहा भी वाई यू आर गोइंग फॉर ए बैकवर्ड क्लासेस, मतलब इंटीग्रेशन, यू शुड गो फॉर ए न्यू थिंग्स. तो हमने उसकी एडवाइसेबल बात बहुत अच्छी लगी. ये रॉ मटीरियल है वो भी अनऑर्गेनाइज सेक्टर से खरीदना है, उसने लाइक दिस कहा, तो हमने 100% लाइक हिज आइडिया. So उनकी अपनी perception है, they are going for MDF, particle board, plywood. But for our intention, we are more focused on this laminates and different kind of products. You can see our figures. For this reason, if we are more focusing on that, our figures are going on. And if you go for same thing, particle and MDF plant, their cost is also not more than 300-400 crore, and turnover will be not more than 500-600 crore. Their thinking is maybe they are right, maybe we are not right, but everybody has their own way of working.
सर जो आपने 150 करोड़ का 500 करोड़ का टर्नओवर का टारगेट बताया, इन हाउ मेनी इयर्स कैन दैट बी अचीव्ड?
वो तो बहुत इजीली you can achieve in 2-3 years, very easily.
Great, sir. Great to know that. Thank you and all the best.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Our next question is from the line of Manoj Baheti from Carnelian Capital. Please go ahead.
Thanks for taking my follow-up question. Sir, just a little clarification on the capex. You mentioned that 40 crore capex will increase our capacity by up to 40%. So this plus 150 crores. So 40 crores will take up our existing laminates capacity up by 40%, and over and above that we are spending 150 crores more to put the new capacity. Is it right?
Yes, you are right. But this 40 crore we mentioned 6 months back. And it is ongoing process. We are already investing on it.
Okay.
50% already invested.
Okay. So जो आप 80% कैपेसिटी यूटिलाइजेशन लेवल बोल रहे हैं, उसमें ऑलरेडी जो एनहांस किया कैपेसिटी वो भी इंक्लूडेड है, राइट?
वो कैसे है ना, ये कैपेसिटी एनहांसमेंट डिफरेंट वे नाल होती है. जैसे हमारी प्रेस है, इट इज 10 light, it can be extendable to 12. We are going for that. We are going for a different way.
Okay.
So modern balancing of equipment, some कोई वो फिगर्स आपको वो बताया कि फिगर्स इसलिए बढ़ रही हैं. अगर वो मॉडर्नाइजेशन यूटिलाइजेशन कैपेसिटी वो we are doing that.
Okay. Got it. And sir, lastly अपना जो acrylic capacity है, if you can help me on that, what is our current capacity, how much revenue we can generate out of that capacity, and abhi initially our focus will be domestic market only because lot of imports are happening in India, or we will be targeting both
also. Both.
Okay.
We mentioned many times both our capacity, total capacity is up to minimum 400 crore. But we don't know whether how many years, whether 2 years, it will take 3 years, we can achieve this figure. But market is growing all over the world, domestically as well as in export.
Okay. So out of current capacity, you can generate 400 crores, and your focus will be both exports and domestic market, right, sir?
Both, domestic and export.
Okay. And what kind of margins or contribution we can generate from this product? Is it better than laminates
that is very initial stage. The reason that depends on many again. In that also, white is like a liner. There are many other colors. When we will utilize the capacity, same manpower, same electricity, expenses will go down. So that we will, but surely looks it will be better. If not better, it should be same like.
Okay, got it, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Our next question is from the line of Udit Gajiwala from AS Securities. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for taking up my question, sir. Majority of the questions have been answered. So just on the new capex that we are coming up with, so just want to understand that on the 500 crore revenue, what kind of realizations could we expect on this kind of sheets that you are dedicating for exports?
No, that will be certainly very good question. We hope that the margin should be more better than the existing. Hello.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
definitely it will be more. The reason being odd sizes, different sizes, and there will be no much competition in that.
Okay, got it. Thank you, sir, and all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. Our next question is from the line of Harsha from Dalal and Rocha Stockbroking Private Limited. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thanks for the opportunity. सर आपने बोला कि हमारा एक्रिलिक का अभी आप नेक्स्ट ईयर देखिए FY24 में, तो हम ये जो रेवेन्यू जो एक्रिलिक से आएगा वो 50 करोड़ जितना हो सकता है नेक्स्ट ईयर FY24 में.
Sorry.
In acrylic, can we reach 50 crores of revenue in FY24?
Revenue, yes, of course. If we cannot get 50 crore, then there is no use. We will close down the plant.
Okay. And could you give the volume split in domestic and export market for the quarter?
Only for acrylic or
Overall.
Laminates. No. Laminates.
Laminates quarter we have 86 crore in last quarter and 151 in export.
No, I'm talking about the volume split. Volume,
sir. 45 tons domestic total, और approximately 67 lakh हमारी export में.
Okay. And within the domestic market, so where are we growing much faster? Is it the northern region or the southern India?
Just hold on. Our director is sitting with us for the.
Hello. Yeah, please. Can you repeat?
Hello?
Yeah, please tell me. Could you please repeat?
Yeah. So my question is, within the domestic market, where are we growing faster? Is it the northern India or the southern part of the country?
If we talk about the Indian domestic market, South India is the first, is the area where Stylam is growing, and we are.
Sorry to interrupt, sir. May we request you to come closer to the speakerphone as the voice is not audible?
Okay. Is it fine now?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
Yeah. So in India, Stylam is growing better at South. We have reached a dominant position in South, and we are concentrating more on South. Second, followed by North, and then West, and then East. Overall, if you look at the Indian domestic market, building material wise, South market is more stronger in terms of sales. Overall,
so why?
Yeah.
Yeah. So YOY, how much would we have grown in the southern part?
Southern, we have almost grown by what we started a year ago. Almost we have grown by 40 to 45%.
Okay, great. Yeah, thanks. That's it from my end.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Our next question is from the line of Darshil Javeri from Crown Capital. Please go ahead.
Hi, good evening, sir, and thank you so much for taking my question. Firstly, congratulations on a great set of results. So, sir, I just wanted to ask what kind of, because we've been growing so fast, what kind of revenue growth can we expect for the next 2 years since we are nearing a very high capacity utilization? And will the margins now have been stable since this year? So what kind of margins do we see going forward? Those are my two questions.
Prediction wise, we are trying our best. We are quite hopeful that every year it should be minimum 20 to 25% increase. When there will be growth in sales, automatically your expenses will reduce. Not proportionately, there will be no expenses. No much administrative cost, no much sales people when sales will increase. So definitely we are expecting 20-30% increase this coming year. When the capacity will increase in different sizes, then growth may be more next year. But margin will also improve accordingly.
Thank you, sir. That helps a lot. And sir, I just wanted to ask, our acrylic margins will be similar to our laminate margins, or will
Yes,
they
yes,
be?
I told you, looks similar. Maybe more, maybe now we are just capacity utilization only 5% only. 5-6%. When it will capacity increase, utilization will increase, automatically expenses will totally reduce.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you, sir. That helps me a lot, and all the best for the next year.
Thank you.
Thank you. Our next question is from the line of Dipanshu from Vriddhi Capital. Please go ahead.
I had a couple of questions. One of the thing is that on a quarter-on-quarter basis, if we see from last quarter, we have seen a decline in volume. So any reasons you want to call out for the same?
सर प्रोडक्ट मिक्स की वजह से डिपेंड करता है अल्टीमेटली करेगा जैसे बड़े बोट्स जाते हैं तो उसमें क्वांटिटी कम हो जाएगी नंबर ऑफ शिप्स कम हो जाते हैं
तो सर ये आपको डिमांड साइड से तो देयर इज नथिंग एन इशू इट्स जस्ट द प्रोडक्ट मिक्स चेंज
Nothing on issue demand side. Rather, it is better if we are going for a high value product, both way, domestic and export.
इसलिए आप देखेंगे मार्जिन का 5 करोड़ रुपए से बड़ा है उसका
ओके this is second
31 crore था 36 crore हो गया
what I wanted to understand from you guys is what are the marketing initiatives what you guys have taken in FY23 and what are you going to spend on marketing or some other activities for expanding your domestic as well as export market? Any marketing initiatives?
No. You see, export, I told you my nephew is sitting with me, he will explain you domestically. Export, we don't need any marketing people. We already have 8-9 people, they see more than enough. So we have no our office anywhere, just marketing, traveling from here. So domestic.
Hello. Yes,
Hello.
in domestic market, in domestic market we have close to more than 150 people, 150 sales people all over India, and all our structure is in place. So looking forward, we don't feel that there will be a much addition of manpower in domestic sales business. So overall, the structure as a whole for Stylam is already in place for sales team also.
Okay. So, sir, we have seen a good amount of, as he is also mentioning, we have seen a good amount of increase in employee cost over, say, last 1 year. We have seen almost, say, 4.5 crore kind of increase on a year-on-year basis. So, do you think this to continue increasing, or do you think that you have uploaded the employees expansion and now the results on the domestic market, and so the margin expansion can play out in this year? Do you have any view on this?
100%. As already told, that the increase in employee cost is because of the increase in sales people, and overall, if you look at the revenue increase will happen this year, and no more sales people will increase. And overall, if you look at the employee cost at the factory end, packaging facilities end, most of the people are in place, and the administration cost does not increase. So employee cost should not increase.
So what are the other levers for increase in margin? So because we used to operate at a 20% plus margin, now again we are seeing a recovery in margins. How do we see this trend to play out? What are the other levers which we have which can help us in increasing margins, whether say the transportation cost or whatever? So from which points do we see that margins can expand in this financial year?
In this financial year, with better reach of the brand and more brand acceptability in the market, and with more sale and more production, the cost will go down, and we feel that the margin should improve. In domestic market, the overall, if you see, the brand presence has increased, and it should help us to increase the margin there also. And if looking at the for the exports, the transportation cost, they are going down in the container costs. So
Yes.
I think that this all should help in increasing the margin for the next financial year, hopefully.
So can we expect a 100 to 150 basis point kind of increase in the full year?
Yes. Surely.
Okay, sir. Sir, one point on this expansion, what we are trying to do, so we are spending almost 150 crores. So, is it, so are you, say, fully committed that you want to do it in, say, 1 year, or it depends upon how the cash flow situation will progress through the year?
No. I'm telling you very frankly, our target is to start it before March. So we are already going to cover under one section, one year startup, there is a benefit of income tax 15%. So our target is to finish this start within this year.
Okay, sir. Very good. Very good. So thanks for taking my question, sir. All the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, due to time constraint, we will be only taking more 2 questions. Those will be the last 2 questions. Thank you. Our next question is from the line of Alisha Mahavla from Envision Capital. Please go ahead.
Hi sir, good afternoon. Thank you for taking my question. Sir, exports में समझना था last 3-4 quarters से अगर आप देखेंगे sequential basis पे revenue is declining. So is there any seasonality or any one?
Sorry. Revenue is declining in export market. How?
So Q1 में 170 crores था, then it was 165, 155, and now 150. The revenue exports में.
Hello, madam. Actually, at that time, there is a ocean freight is almost 15-20%. Now it is reduced to the same level, almost pre-COVID level. But our total revenue is not declining.
Okay, understood. तो ठीक है. तो वॉल्यूम में आप कह रहे हो कि डिक्लाइन नहीं हुआ है?
नहीं, वॉल्यूम बिल्कुल डिक्लाइन नहीं है, बढ़ रहा है वॉल्यूम.
एंड इस क्वार्टर जो 2.7 मिलियन शीट्स हमने बेची है, उसमें व्हाट इज द डोमेस्टिक का वॉल्यूम कितना है इसमें? लैमिनेट में 2.7 है.
हाँ,
तो उसमें डोमेस्टिक कितना है, एक्सपोर्ट कितना बता सकते हैं?
45 और 56.
सॉरी,
45 लाख डोमेस्टिक में चलेंगे और 56 लाख एक्सपोर्ट में. टोटल 111.
इधर आपने 2.7 मिलियन बेचा है ना पूरे क्वार्टर में?
2.7 फोर्थ क्वार्टर ओनली.
हाँ,
डोमेस्टिक
फोर्थ क्वार्टर.
और 15 लाख आपकी एक्सपोर्ट की है. 12 लाख डोमेस्टिक से हैं और 15 लाख आपके एक्सपोर्ट से हैं.
गॉट इट, ठीक है.
हेलो.
एंड सर, ये जो हम 20-30% अगले साल ग्रोथ की बात कर रहे हैं, हम ये वॉल्यूम टर्म्स में बात कर रहे हैं?
इट विल बी वॉल्यूम. यू सी मैडम, वॉल्यूम में डिपेंड करता है आगे जाके ना. इफ देयर इज ए मान लो कमोडिटी प्रोडक्ट, वॉल्यूम कैन बी मोर. इफ देयर इज ए वैल्यू एडिशन प्रोडक्ट, देन वॉल्यूम कैन बी लेस बट रेवेन्यू कैन बी मोर.
तो हमारा फोकस किस पे रहे? कैसे टाइप के ग्रोथ?
हर कंपनी का फोकस तो वैल्यू एडिशन पे जाएगा ना. चाहे क्वांटिटी वॉल्यूम लेस हो, पर प्रोडक्ट मिक्स भी हो, वो उसका वॉल्यूम वैल्यू वाइज ज्यादा हो.
ओके. एंड इसलिए हमें कॉन्फिडेंस है कि हमारे मार्जिन भी फिर अगले साल यहाँ से बेहतर.
वेरी इंटेलिजेंट, एब्सोल्युटली करेक्ट मैम.
ओके, ठीक है. थैंक यू सो मच सर. बेस्ट लक.
Thank you. Our next question is from the line of Pooja Doshi from Praj Financial. Please go ahead.
Thanks for taking my question, and sir, congratulations for good set of numbers. So my first question is that we are currently at 14.3 million laminate sheet capacity. So that will increase to how many million sheets with this 500 crore of capital expenditure that you are doing?
Madam, I told you, mentioned you, this is just initial, and that product is totally different. Maybe you are going in from this presentation and my speech, I mentioned that sheet number is not matter. It is a mixed product like number. If we are producing only 0.6 and 0.7, then with 14 million. If we go for more compact, more value addition, 1 mm plus, then quantity may go less than 10 million also. Same thing in the new product which we are going. we can only explain you after next to next quarter or next quarter.
Okay.
But volume wise I cannot tell you, but value I can confirm you that it can be minimum 500 crore.
Understood. Okay.
Right?
Okay, yeah, got that, sir. And so secondly, there's a lot of competition in laminates segment. So I just wanted to understand what is our right to win there, and if you could talk a little bit on the innovation, distribution, pricing, and after sales in laminates.
If you go worldwide, everywhere is a competition. You have to go ahead with competition. हम तो लोगों को ये कहते हैं we are selling in export not to Middle East country much. We are selling to Europe, USA. If our brand name is moving in that country, why not in India? So ये जो हमारा अब देखोगे जहाँ भी है brand name की presence of if you go anywhere in India, you will find our brand presence. So अब इसके result आने वाले time में immediate आएंगे जो हम इतने साल की इस पे मेहनत कर रहे हैं जो कह रहे हैं इसकी वैल्यू बना रहे हैं वो बन गई है.
ओके. और सर आप मुझे सिर्फ ये बता सकते हो कि आपका जो नया डिमांड आता है वेदर विल बी ड्रिवन बाय रिप्लेसमेंट डिमांड की न्यू हाउसिंग डिमांड.
न्यू हाउसिंग से भी आ रहा है फ्रॉम द प्रेजेंट मार्केट शेयर भी हमें मिल रहा है जो है डोमेस्टिक में ये वैक्यूम the people they know our brand name now they have more confidence on Stylam brand. अगले क्वार्टर में देखना you will find a dramatically change.
Okay, got it, sir. All right, thank you. That's it from my side.
Sorry.
Thank you. That was the last question of our question and answer session. I now hand the conference over to Mr. Ashish Podar for closing comments.
Yeah, thank you all the participants for joining us today. I hope you got answers of all your questions. Wish you a good day ahead. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. On behalf of Systematics Institutional Equities, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining us, and you may now disconnect your line.